Hello and welcome. Today is the 7th of February 2022. I am your host, Maurice Rothwell, International Trading Coach here at TradersClub24 in Hamburg, and we are logged in for our morning market opening trade in the DAX. So I'm just going to switch over my screen here to the MetaTrader 4. And for those of you who are familiar, we've got the MetaTrader 4 and our SwissBox up here in the corner. I'm going to go ahead and place our morning opening trade on this big number. 15,200 is a big number in the DAX price, and we are bang on that number right now. So I'm just going to put my box lines over the top. I'm going to turn on the entry, and there we are. It's as simple as that. So for those of you who are familiar with the SwissBox strategy, our SwissBox strategy consists of two lines. Here we have a green line and a red line. These represent two pending orders, the green line being a buy stop and the red line being a sell stop. In the middle of those two lines, we can see there's 12.5 points. So that indicates there's 12.5 points between the two lines there. Essentially what we want to do is we want to trap the market within this small range before we expect any kind of volatile movements or any kind of breakout from a certain zone. Hence why we have our big numbers here in purple marked out, as we consider these big numbers to be pivot points in the market. And also we're trading just 3 minutes now before the market opening here in Europe. So at the market opening at 9 o'clock German time, we should see Frankfurt Stock Exchange open, and we should see a bit of an impulse in the DAX market. So this is where we're going to see the collision of the futures market and the cash market together. And as you know, there's two different prices. So we're trading here on the cash market in the DAX at the moment, and in 2 minutes we should see some kind of big movement. So as you can see here, what's happened is the market has now come past our green line here, and what it's actually done is it's triggered our first trade into a buy position. So once that first trade is triggered, we have this blue line appear in the chart, and that blue line here is our take profit predetermined from the settings within our SwissBox. As soon as that one is triggered, we do have another pending order set at the red line, which is a sell stop. The sell stop is a little bit bigger than the first trade in order for us to continuously hit our desired take profit within a set amount of distance. So a set amount of points. In this case, we need 25 points, and then of course from the bottom side we're also going to need 25 points. So the SwissBox is calculating constantly exactly how big does our next trade need to be in the opposite direction in order for us to hit our desired take profit within a set amount of distance. So very, very technical stuff. However, we're coming up now to the opening, the last 20 seconds. And we should see here a nice breakout. And there we go, 10 seconds on the clock. 2 and 1. You can see there's a bit more volatility in the candle here. However, it is Monday morning, so there's never much to expect first thing Monday morning. Usually the best trading days Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Tuesday and Thursdays really. However, we can see here what's about to happen is we're going to trigger that second trade, and there's that second trade triggered. As you see, the blue line jump from the top of the chart down to the bottom. Just going to have to move that out of the way here. And essentially what we're going to see now is we're going to wait for the market to choose its direction. A basic necessity for the SwissBox trading in the morning is a market which the only thing that we really need to take from the markets or know what's going to happen is when that volatility is going to hit. So as long as we can have a good handle on when are we most likely to receive the movement in that market, then the SwissBox is the best tool to use. So a bit more tricky when we're trading some Forex pairs. Forex pairs can be very unpredictable and they're very volatile. However, exactly when that volatility is going to hit is sometimes a mystery. However, with the index markets such as the DAX, NASDAQ, Dow Jones, gold even sometimes, we can get a good handle on when we're most likely to receive that volatility. So again, just before the market opening, we place that box, wait for that first morning burst of movement, and as soon as that comes, it should take us in and out of the trade within the first couple of minutes of the market opening, really. So here we can see that we're already in trade number 3. And we're just a few points shy now from our take profit. So I'm just going to have a quick look over here at our FTSE market, and as you can see on the FTSE, we're in the second trade, which we made earlier. And as you can see, we're just about to come out of that with the profit as well. So we should see both of these close quite close together. So what I would expect from this market, as soon as we get a close on this, we can see the daily pivot is just a few points above. As we see from last thing on Friday, we did have some resistance from that same line. Idea is here what we'll see is the market pop up, hit our take profit, and have another reversal back down towards that big number. And there we come. Just a few pips shy there. And as soon as we pass over that line, the SwissBox will automatically close all of the trades together. So all 3 trades, the 2 buys and the 1 sell. And there should be a slight difference over the top, and that is our desired take profit of 0.076%. Came very close there. And there goes the FTSE. So that's the first trade close, 0.07%, €6.38. And then as we come over towards the DAX, we're still waiting here to see what's going to happen. So there we are, first trade close. Ideally for the daily target of 0.3%, we need around 4 trades per day. So in the morning, usually we're setting up our trade on the DAX, one on the FTSE, and sometimes maybe one on the Dow Jones, depending on the volatility. As you can see, today there was nothing available to us. So we've got the first one here on the FTSE closed and done, and we're still waiting for our DAX to close in some profit. Once we've closed these first trades, sometimes what we can do is we can actually go ahead and move over towards our Volabox charts, and the Volabox is our signal provider for the SwissBox. So it's going to be showing us loads of green boxes in the chart, and these green boxes are usually I consider them to be negative ranges, so places in the chart or places in the market price where the market is least likely to stay in for any amount of time. At the moment, we'll wait for this next trade to close out. So we're 8 minutes in now. So as we can see, we've now come into trade number 5. So the DAX is a little bit rangy this morning. However, what we can see is from Friday, we had quite a big stumble in the market. So we can see that we had around 450 points drop there. What I would like to do now is usually in the 5th trade, try and get a small extension on that, take profit, and as you can see, it makes a huge difference. And then what we can do is ultimately we'll wait for the market to make its move. So good morning to everyone just joining the room. And here we come. Unlock the buttons now just in case we need to get a manual close. As soon as it jumps up above, what we can do is we can close that here using the big red button. So it seems this morning we're stuck in a bit of a tight range on this big number, guys. Whether or not we're going to get that breakout soon is a good question. So we're coming close now. Just prepare yourselves near the button in case we get that bit of a drop below the line. So that's what we're waiting for, a break below this dotted blue line here. And press the button, and there it goes. So that is our morning opening trade in the DAX. Took a while, but as you can see, the second trade close, we did 0.11 or 0.12% on that trade alone. So great morning opening trade there, just got out in the end. So thank you all for watching, and we'll be back again tomorrow for the morning opening trade. So take care and see you soon.